Okay, so this video is a look at Star Wars Annuals Part 2. On the last video, I showed 3 Star Wars Annuals, which were a big part of my childhood. Now I'd like to show 3 more, which I only have vague memories of, but are still interesting all the same. So first is the Star Wars Annual, copyrighted 1977, 78 and 79. It's mostly reprints of the old Marvel comic, which starts in shades of pink and purple, before moving into full colour, and then going back into pink and purple. Han Solo is still with them, and they'll look like they do in Star Wars, so it must be set in between the first 2 films. But this annual has lots of extra features. Like interviews with the main cast. Look at this picture of Luke dressed all in black. Bear in mind, this was years before Return of the Jedi, so it kind of predicted the future. There's also a feature on the next film, Empire Strikes Back, which original readers of this had yet to see. Next is the Star Wars Annual, copyright in 1981. Han Solo is only on the cover, and Luke is in his Bespin gear, so this one's set in between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's just more reprints of the old Marvel Star Wars comic, and with no text features. But it's nice to see Star Wars characters do things you haven't seen 1,000 times before. And lastly is this Return of the Jedi Annual, copyrighted 1984. It's even more reprints of the Marvel Star Wars comic, but Han Solo isn't in it, as they're still looking for him, so it's set in between the second and third film. This came out in 1984, and Return of the Jedi came out in 1983, so by now everyone had seen the film and knew the completed story, including what happened to Han Solo. So even when this was first released, it was horribly dated, and only good for catching some old comics you might have missed the first time around. There's no text features in this one, as it's all comic, but it's in full colour and drawn really well, so it's not that bad. Okay, so that was a look at some Star Wars Annuals Part 2, and next I'll show some Indiana Jones Annuals. So if you want to check them out, then hopefully you'll join me on that one.